Now you're gonna grab a section of hair on the side of the tailbone in the spot where you want the knob. Make sure it's a little thicker so that it can hold the fake tail. You're going to braid that section. Make sure it's tight also so it can hold the fake tail. You don't have to go too far down with the braid because the tail is really going to be held in by the top of it. Now you're going to grab your band. Make sure you use 2 bands to hold it in, just in case one of them were to break. And you're going to want to tighten it as much as you can go. Then you move over to the other side. And you're going to want to grab the same amount of hair in this level with the other braid that you did. Make sure that's thick. Grab your rubber bands. All right. Now you have your 2 braids on both sides of the tail, and they're both nice and thick and have tight rubber bands. So now you're going to use 2 zip ties, preferably thicker zip ties than this. This is just all I had today, but I use the thick ones that shows so that they won't fall out. My fake tail has 2 braids on the sides. If it has 1, it'll work just as well, because then you can, if this were 1, you could just attach it to the sides right like that. But since mine has 2, I separate it. Put a zip tie through here, and then you put the zip tie through the top of the braid. And you make sure it goes in the middle. Sometimes it can be hard to get it through. Look at that. There it is. Sometimes it's actually easier to just put the bands in first like this, so you don't have to worry about that issue. then you put one in that side. Tighten the zip tie. Put the other one on the other side. And tighten that. As you can see, it makes it more level. And you're going to grab your scissors, cut as close as possible to the top of the zip tie so that none of that sticks out when you're showing. What I do is I grab this extra part and just kind of put it in front. You want to try as much as possible to hide the knob so nobody can see that. Take down the top, and then you brush it out. And you can see that it blends in very well with his tail.